Alright, my name is JahhThaPoet, better known as the female J. Cole, and the first piece that we're going to jump in today is called Tony Hawk, and let's go ahead. This song is also out on all platforms, but y'all get the acapella version today. Female Cole, yeah, I gotta let these niggas know. And you know we rockin' out at every fucking show. Got it out the mud, no wonder why my niggas grow. And you know they sick, they tryna copycat the flow. If you moving foul, call me, hit you with the tech. Niggas really bitches, put them down just like a vet. Talk crazy at your neck, just call me Gillette. Every shot I send be wet like nothing but net. I don't fuck with humans, really, it kinda depends. I'm killing shit and this is my second offense. Sick with this shit, I promise it's getting intense. They really stood no chance and that's in their defense. I don't fuck with time unless we talking what's divine. Spark the spliff and get a line. Shift at night, look for the signs. Some men write the fourth of kind. Hear the hurt inside my demons lurk, they on the line. Calling back, they out of time. I'm on my grind, Tony Hawk, I'm on my grind. Focus to this shit align. Shift at night, look for the... I might bend and stretch it out, but they can never break my spine. Use my thoughts to ride this beat, but they can't comprehend my mind. I'm on my grind, Tony Hawk, I'm on my grind. Focus to this shit align. Look for the signs, I might bend and stretch it out, but they can never break my spine. Use my thoughts to ride this beat, but they can't comprehend my mind. Shout out to my last job, cause a nigga got fired. Now I'm having motion, cause a nigga admired. Realize that my art timeless and it doesn't expire. Now me doing rap shit is the reason I'm tired. Teacher said I'd make it, spark spliffing and face it. Flow sick and they hate it, yo man I ain't get naked, that's basic. Fuck with kid, get wasted. Sit so close I can taste it, I can never be complacent. Yeah, Tony Hawk, I'm on my grind. Focus to this shit align. Shift at night, look for the signs. I might bend and stretch it out, but they can never break my spine. Use my thoughts to ride this beat, but they can't comprehend my mind. I'm on my grind, Tony Hawk, I'm on my grind. Focus to this shit align. Look for the signs. I might bend and stretch it out, but they can never break my spine. Use my thoughts to ride this beat, but they can't comprehend my mind. I tried to tell you, I tried to warn you, I did love you. I did adorn you, see, I love me way more than I love you. I had to keep it factual, I had to tell the truth. See, I'm the type that's inspiring the youth. Like, every time I spit, I'm seeing flames in the booth. And Cali in the Malibu, next year I'm in the coupe. Like, Weezy ain't no ceiling, so the car ain't got no roof. Thank you. That's the first piece.
Hi, my name is Unique, but this is for the soldiers who don't wear camouflage or dress blues, who never went to boot camp but still learned to empty the body of their enemies with immunity. Whether you serve on the south side of Atlanta, Georgia, or like my family, the north side of Memphis, Tennessee. And you're watching The Spotlight.
It's a beautiful day, I can't complain.
Yes, great cold open, by the way. I loved that song. And, you know, one of the first things I want to talk to you about, one of the most interesting things I found out about you when researching, oh, you could pull that mic close to you.
What'd you find out?
That you are a person that's into conspiracy theories.
Oh, you just now found that out?
Were you a History Channel? Were you a History Channel kid growing up?
Yeah, I was watching Ancient Aliens before I got here.
Yo, why were you so curious about that kind of stuff growing up?
I was actually, fun fact, a super nerd. I was in a group that traveled around the state of Georgia and competed against a whole bunch of other nerds called Science Olympiad, and my category was Starry Night. So every star, every sun, every galaxy. So I've always been into the others. Okay. What's out there?
Now, how does that curiosity impact the way you see the world?
Oh, most definitely differently, because half the time I can't even hold that conversation with the majority of the people. So I'm surprised that's the first thing that you went with. But I'm definitely look at the world from, I say, a more zoomed out perspective. A lot of people are more zoomed in, so I kind of see the bigger picture more so.
Yeah, I mean, you said that you want your words to, heal people. That's really your mission.
Heal people.
Yeah, and so, but before they actually healed yourself as well.
And they still do to this day.
Yeah, so, how does that, goal or mindset really impact the way that you go about making your art?
That is the purpose for my art, is to heal myself, which at the same time heals others. You know, this all started out for me transitioning from being a college athlete, having to come back home, start from ground zero, and take this habit or this hobby that I used to do as, poetry that I kind of did, sometimes, and turn it into a full-blown career, a full-blown, soul purpose, full-blown, I'd say, art.
Yeah, and you talk a lot about just like enlightenment, spirituality.
Yes, that is the purpose of me, my music, my being, is to enlighten people, to heal them, to help them be their true, authentic being.
And so, I also want to get into that name, the female J. Cole, because
it
was
was
given to
me in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. I was on a little mini run doing like a little self-funded tour through there, and that was actually given to me, I want to say by Big Yogi is the first person I think who said it on like radio. And I was like, oh yeah, the female J. Cole. That sounds great.
Yeah, and so look, how do you live up to that comparison while also maintaining your own identity as JahhThaPoet?
Because as we all know, I mean, I love J. Cole. I feel like people gave me that name more so because you have to think to listen to my music. I felt like it was more so a hit more than a compliment, and I just turned it into that because people would say my music wasn't for everyone. I'm not that typical trap rap person. You're not going to hear me talking about twerking and guns and violence and things of that nature. So, my lyrics might go over some people's heads sometimes, so you might have to think. So that's where that name came from, and I just kind of turned it into more so an honor because you're comparing me to a legend. So, and at the same time, I still have my own personification of being the sick kid and holding my own because I'm still a spoken word artist.
Yeah, and you actually started off like wanting to be somewhat of a ghostwriter, but because people couldn't really hang with your flows or really articulate your messages through, when did you realize that you have to be the one to spread that message?
When I actually tried to sit down and ghostwrite for somebody, and they literally wanted me to dumb down my lyrics, and I just looked at them like, yeah, this is not going to work.
Okay. Dumb down. So what do you mean by dumb down?
I mean, that's probably not what they would call it, but that's what I say because, like, I speak Korean. I talk about philosophy. I talk about anime. I talk about so many different things, and I literally wrote this verse and was like, here. And he looked at me like, what does that mean? Can you change that? And I'm not changing anything. You take it as it is, and that didn't work. So then that kind of forced me into the spotlight, and at the same time, my uncle was jump-starting his business, and he was like, well, if you can't find anybody else to spit it, why don't you spit it? So that's how we got here.
And yeah, you mentioned already that you've traveled all over the South and all over the country, and you've definitely gotten your mileage in.
Oh yeah, putting in the legwork, trying to spread the word as much as I can.
Yeah, you describe yourself as a nomad?
Yeah, the nomad, a shapeshifter, all things of the sort.
Yeah, well, what was your favorite place to go to? What place really taught you the most about yourself?
I'd probably say my favorite place as an artist is Houston. When I went out to Houston and the Pasadena area, they showed me the most love. That's where I signed the most autographs, where I walked around in the mall and sold tickets to people who did not know who I was by just, hey, can I have your time? You like J. Cole? I'm the female J. Cole. Can I play you a song real quick? Hey, I got a show. I just drove here. You want to buy a ticket? And people actually, buying tickets, and then people coming and seeing I'm awesome, and then, hey, can I get your autograph? Performing in front of a sold-out crowd, opening up for people like Paul Wall, Swishahouse, Twista.
Wow.
And then still getting the reception that I got. People still saw me. Like, hey, yeah, we know these guys. But, hey, who are you? So Houston, hands down, showed the most love.
Right. What do you hope people experience or get when they listen to you rap or when they listen to your music?
Well, the point is I want you to walk away and think about something you've never thought about before. Whether it's a lyric, whether it's something that I sparked within yourself, whether it's a thought, whether it's something that I said or something that I did. Like, whether it's just the energy, you were just like, because I've had people come up to me before and be like, it was just the energy. I've had people come to me before, it was this one lyric, it depends on the person and what resonates with them, but at the same time, as long as they actually saw me in my true form, then I know they'll walk away with something because they'll never come across someone like me again.
Yeah, and so, before we get into this second piece, do you want to preview that piece, or are you planning on hopping right into it?
The second piece, it pretty much goes straight into it, so I'll just tell you, it's called My Dimension, which kind of just leads more so we were talking about. It just kind of goes right into it. So this song is also out on all platforms, but again, you get the acapella version, and if you listen to the lyrics, you will pretty much see everything that I'm saying about spirituality and the universe aligns with my music in every way, shape, and form.
Well, before we get to hear this next piece, I want to give a quick shout out to Wit Media, the creative director and videographer for the Spotlight. If you need your vision to come to life, he can make it happen. So make sure you hit up Wit Media. Now, let's get to the poem.
All right, again, this song is called My Dimension, but you get the acapella, and I would just like to take you guys to my dimension. So if you listen to the lyrics, I hope that they do that. My presence gives off an essence to dead or the second guessing. I'm way too blessed to be stressing. I'm eating, I'm getting seconds. Y'all sleep, I hope y'all been resting. Can't fuck around with you peasants. My lyricism is crescent. No better time than the present, yo. And can you see my vision? I'm on a mission. I just want money and recognition. Hey, pay attention, kid, so dope, I need an intervention. You bout to witness greatness, I should probably charge admissions. I'm finna take over the game and I don't need permission. I'm trying to have my money building up just like some tension. And please don't confuse the distance with being persistent. My death note will lynch your paper thin intentions. Watch me kill them with my writtens and step into my dimension. It's the shit you've been missing. Super Sam with a vision. Quick like instant transmission. Try to talk, never listen. It's free to pay attention. Spirit gun ammunition. Taking shots with precision. It's JT the saying. Do you dig what I'm saying? It's JT the saying. Every day, yeah, I'm praying. It's JT the saying. Working day out and day in. You can't keep it a stack. Then it's fuck what you saying. Life's a bitch, just never kissed a kid in a time. Yeah, that's a sister. Always passing donor sister. Fuck that bitch, just donor. Make the youth create again. These days you gotta play to win. Gotta pour to find the light. So Lord, please let it rain again. Praying for his blessings cause I'm surrounded by hate and sin. Do my best to vent my chest every time that I grab the pen. Lyricism, they can't fathom. Staying ghost like Danny Phantom. Shit, I guess this is my blowing. Dragon balls release the dragon. Making wishes, I can't grant them. Yeah, they making wishes, I can't grant them. Lyricism, they can't fathom. Staying ghost like Danny Phantom. Yeah. That song is out on all platforms. It's called My Dimension. And thank you.
Yo, that piece right there, that was fire, man. Go ahead, comment down below your favorite line from that piece. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when there's more episodes of The Spotlight coming up. Now back to the show.
I am the conductor.
I found a spot to get my glory until she divorced me. Not just my ex-wife, shit, they all left me. Even I divorced myself from myself. Cause out of my brokenness, I kept picking up brokenness, squeezing it tight until it sliced open my chest. Ah!
And you are watching The Spotlight on Cluster TV.
Yeah, that was a good job right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I can definitely tell you said you were a big anime fan. You know, Danny Phantom. What's the one song? Because I'm not an anime guy. Super casual. I want to say Sharingan, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite tracks.
That song.
That's one of my favorite tracks from you, I will say.
Really?
Yeah.
If it wasn't a feature, that would have been one I did. You know, if it was just fully me, but it has a feature on it, so I can't fully do that song.
Well, now, one thing that I do think has to be studied is the New York to Cobb County pipeline. Because, see, I'm from Long Island, New York, but I came down... Exactly, but I came down to Georgia and I graduated from Marietta High School. And you're from New York as well.
My family, my mom is from Long Island, my dad is from the Bronx, and I believe my mom graduated from Campbell, and my dad graduated from somewhere in Georgia. That's why I'm like, everybody came down here and still ended up graduating from down here. All the New Yorkers still find a way to link up in Georgia somehow.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that happens.
Well, yeah, you graduated right about 20 minutes down the street from Marietta Campbell, yeah.
Yeah, don't get me started. I'm a Spartan to the day I die.
Nah, that's lovely. And you already alluded to it, how you were a big basketball star. You started in varsity freshman year.
All 4 years, and they hated me for it. But they hated me for it.
I mean, you was they imagine you a senior and then a 14-year-old come and take your spot.
Okay, well, when you put it like that, I hope none of them see this. That's how I'm like, when you put it like that, I'm like, okay, but my thing is, though, is when we lost in state because I had a concussion, it was, oh, we need our freshman. Where's the freshman? The freshman is knocked out somewhere because they knew that you needed her. Now y'all my friend. But yeah, it's okay, because I made sure that when I was a senior, I loved my freshmen. I treated them great. We were all. I was not going to complete that cycle. We were not.
That's beautiful. And you ended up getting a full ride scholarship, a Jordan sponsorship, and you were living the life. Had your own apartment, but you said that it wasn't as fulfilling. You were successful, but it wasn't as fulfilling. So when did you find out that success didn't necessarily mean fulfillment?
Ooh. I'd probably say I didn't figure that out until after I came back home. Like after I stopped playing and I came back, that was something I learned like way after the fact. I just didn't know what was wrong, why I didn't feel right, and why I felt like I needed to do more when I was already there. Like, like what else? But when I came back and I sat down, then I started to figure it out, and then that's when I started the path that I'm on now.
Yeah, and while your time in college, there was a really big health scare. You were diagnosed eventually. You didn't know it at the time with I might butcher it, but
fibromyalgia.
Thank you for completing it for me. I knew the
I had
fibro
to learn how
part.
to say
But,
it.
it's definitely a very serious illness. Affects the nerves, and I want to know, like, how the last 10 years have been with that diagnosis, and how have you overcame it?
It was definitely, I'd say, a game changer, because I went from being like the healthiest person that literally, like, I work out with the football team. Like, I do weight training with the guys. I'm 100% healthy. I barely get sick to basketball anymore because of this magical, mystical illness that nobody in my family has. Y'all don't know what caused it or where it came from, and y'all can't cure it. And it's like, what? Mm-hmm. So that really is what made me sit down and have to figure out, okay, so God wouldn't do that for no reason. Like, why did I start playing basketball at the age of 4 and do all of that to get there just for that to happen? So I had to really sit down and figure it out. It took me, I'd say, like, probably at least a solid 2 years to, lick my wounds, because I was definitely very upset at the fact that my life's work gone at the snap of a finger. You know what I mean? My control of my career in some doctor's hands, which absolutely drove me insane. So, it didn't matter how hard I worked. Even when I got cleared, my coach was still afraid to play me. So it was just kind of like, all right, I'm just kind of here for no reason. So I finished up my classes, got my credits, and transferred here, to finish school. And just decided to figure out what I needed to do next, what needed to be done, what did God need from me. And it turned out to be taking my poetry more seriously and turning it into music.
And, you actually started poetry very young at a summer camp, right?
Yep, C5.
C5, yeah. So how did you get into poetry at that summer camp?
They actually kind of forced us. They didn't give us an option. It's like, okay, well, we have, it's like, Boy Scouting and all that. So it's like you can pick your activities. And I picked baking, which I love to cook. And then I was like, well, I like music. They didn't have like a rap class, so I was like, well, I'll try the spoken word. And it was also led by my favorite counselor. Her name was Mashana. I love Mashana. So I was like, anything Mashana's doing, I'm doing. And so, and it actually turned out to be very enlightening as a child. I was like, okay, we actually meditated during that. They taught us a lot about finding ourselves and, writing your feelings, and they gave us journals, and it just opened up a whole different side of me. Like, that was all definitely supposed to happen. Like, that was, I didn't know it back then, but it literally shaped who I am now.
Yeah, so, before you ended up, leaving basketball, was poetry more so like a hobby, or did you kind of, okay, so.
It was nothing more but a hobby. I couldn't even remember the last time I had wrote something, because I was always so focused on basketball, honestly. Like, I never had time, especially not in college. You have a whole schedule 24/7, so that's why I'm like, between class and workouts and all that, I was not writing. I was not writing, and in between trying to obtain the scholarship in high school, I definitely wasn't writing, because I graduated with a 3.9, so I was either books or basketball. So
yeah, how long did it take before you picked the pen back up once you left Missouri?
Missouri.
Yeah.
No, I picked it back up kind of immediately. I'd say that, because I didn't really have any friends. So with leaving Missouri and having so much that I was dealing with and needing to express myself, the only way to do it was either pen to paper or typing notes in my phone. I had to get the expression out, or I was going to explode.
Yeah, do you remember the first time where you realized this is the path that you need to be taking?
Yeah, I think I was sitting in the ER on like New Year's Eve or something like that, upset that I was sitting there. And then I just was like, I just kept hearing these words in my head. There, no beat, no nothing, just words. So I started typing them. And then when it came out like that, and then I sat there and I did it, and I read it back, and I was like, this is like something that I would listen to. Like, this is actually good. Like, I shocked myself. So then I kind of figured out there that I needed to take it more seriously. It made me feel better. And then I like sent it to people. I posted it. It got some great feedback. And then kind of from there, it started to fill the void of the basketball missing. So that's when I realized, okay, so this is what I was supposed to be doing to kind of switch the feeling. You know what I mean? because I couldn't figure out what else it is that I was supposed to do. I was like, school, I have no drive for it anymore if I'm not playing. So I don't know what else to do. I'm not going to just be a regular, 9-to-5 person. I refuse to be a cog in the matrix. So I was just like, okay, what am I going to do? I know I have higher meaning, so I just had to sit myself. I actually learned how to meditate, and then after that, I found it.
Wow, that's awesome. And when did you realize spoken word? Like, when did the spoken word transition into the rap music?
I realized that the spoken word had to transition when people kept saying, you're talented, but you're good, but I was like, but what?
B-U-T.
But what? And then they just is like, but nobody's gonna sit there and listen to a spoken word or album or listen to 5 spoken word songs back to back. You're not gonna turn on the radio and hear it. And I was just like, it hurt my feelings at the time. But me always being an athlete, I can take constructive criticism. So I thought about it and I was just like, well, maybe they're right. So then I literally just started taking my poems and putting them on beats that I found, making it fit. And then after that, I started putting them out, and it'd be like the same poem that y'all wouldn't listen to, and all these people. And I was like, okay, so this is the formula. Take the poem, find the beat, boom. And that's how I figured it out. I was like, so this is how I get you guys to hear me. You guys want the music in the background? All right, that works for you. Whatever floats your boat, as long as you hear my voice. So I just went with that.
And is that the formula to this day?
Yeah, that's the formula to this day. Except for now, I make beats also. Okay. So that's the formula too. So but yeah, I'll just be sitting there driving, sitting there watching something, get some random lyrics, pull them out, type them in my notes, and then it'll be like a whole bunch of little 16s, and then eventually it'll come together some way, shape, or form. I don't always know how, but the universe and God always somehow makes it make sense for me.
Nice. And honestly, your style, I can't really pinpoint exactly what it is. Not necessarily something you could put in a box.
What did he say? He said, I'm trying to think of what he said. I was just watching Wu-Tang. There's no father to my styling. Yeah. I'm like, that's me. I think Old Dirty said that.
Yeah.
There's no father to my style, and I will always make sure that it's kind of hard to copy somebody who's being their true, authentic self, especially when you're not them. How can you do what I do better than me?
Yeah, well, you're always staying up. You're always active. So definitely, what do you have going on next afterwards?
Tomorrow I actually have an event. I curate events now also.
Okay.
I create safe spaces for people to come and perform. So I've been doing it for a while, and I have an event tomorrow at Joystick Game Bar. Starts at 8.
Nice.
Got a nice lineup of artists that I've handpicked and selected. Gonna have a live drummer. It's good. It's at a game bar, so old school games, arcade games.
Oh, so are you gonna come there a little bit early to get some time on the arcade? Cause
I always go and play. But see, I literally requested them to have Soul Calibur and Tekken for the PS5. And we have a big screen because I'm definitely gonna be giving out some work on the sticks and. Somebody gonna have to get in the paint with me, but then I'm gonna perform, after my artists go as well.
I'm a Tekken Tag kind of guy.
Tag.
Yeah, Tekken Tag.
Man, I've played the Tekken Tag. I've played the Tekken the volleyball, but it doesn't get any better than straight hand-to-hand combat for me. And I don't. A tag is tag team, right? I don't need a teammate. I don't need nobody to hold me.
Nah, hey, Soul Calibur. That's a nice pull.
That's my favorite. I love Brian. I love Brian. I love Khalik. I love all of them. I love everybody between those two games.
I like Yoshimitsu. He was the only one that went.
He's my least favorite. Of course you like him.
Yeah,
he's a cheater.
You could bounce on the sword with him now. Come on.
He defies all gravity. He cheats. He flips. He doesn't have a spine. There's always one character like that on each game, and I hate whoever picks him because it's just like I can beat you, but it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna be this close.
Well, nah, listen, I might have to pull up the joystick tomorrow so we can get that game of Tekken in. But my last question for you is, what's the impact that you hope to leave with your music and with your art?
Like I said before, one I didn't say is I don't ever want people to go through what I've been through already. If I've already suffered and went through the pain, why should you? So I like to try to share, what I've been through to give people advice at all times. Of course, sometimes people are hard-headed. They learn themselves. But, sometimes people do heed the advice. So with my music, I like to help people be their true selves, avoid any unnecessary pain. Or, have someone be there for them while they're going through it because I was alone, which made me write the music. So let me and my music be here for you while you're going through it. Let us help you heal, guide you through the process. That's pretty much what I like to leave in my mark is, you know, you will never feel alone if you have me and my music. You will never feel like you are going crazy. You know, the feelings that I felt when I was writing the stuff by myself is the way that I don't want anybody to ever feel when they hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about healing and all about being your true self and following whatever the path it is that God has for you.
Wow, that's beautiful. Well, you know, where can people follow your path and continue to keep up with you?
Okay, on all social medias, you can follow me as JahhThaPoet 777. But when you're searching for my music, you just drop the 77. It's just straight JahhThePoet, and that goes for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Threads. It's all the same.
All right, before we get to the next piece, I want to give a quick shout out to Fawn Moore. He has done photography for the Spotlight for the past 2 seasons. He's done photography for poets and performers from all around the country, all around the world. So if you need your moment captured, make sure you hit up Fawn Moore. Now back to the next poem.
The last piece that I'm doing is a song. It is out now on SoundCloud because it's a cover, but it is called Reasons Why. And yes, Reasons Why I like the Netflix show. Done. It can work. And again, my name is JahhThePoet, better known as the female J. Cole. You mad that I'm going, but you gave me a reason. You pushed me away, that's the reason I'm leaving. You cutting no heart on my sleeve, so I'm bleeding. I'm seeing your bullshit, I'm bobbing and weaving. You see I'm the coldest, you change with the seasons. I gave you life like the air you was breathing. Want me when needed, like God to a heathen. You told me you love me, I'm never believing. You killed the sweet person I was, but no grieving. Cut your ass off, so I guess that we even. Going berserk, trying to fight off my demons. Wondering maybe one day they'll be leaving. I'm so far gone and my heart is anemic. Would've curved your ass if I would've seen it. Need me a shorty to ride through the scenic. I'm so far gone and my heart is anemic. Yeah. You ain't hurt the kid to the bone. I say you got you a little clone. Don't let me get in my, man, y'all don't let me get in my zone. I'm kinda accident prone. Stay the fuck off my phone. Bitch, tell me, what do you want? You think that you woke me, think that you broke me. Bitch, don't provoke me. I take it literal when you say choke me. I'm fucking crazy on that, you can quote me. Heart full of pain and my chest feeling empty. Even though you tried to let me down gently. Saying I love you, I thought that you meant me. Saying I love you, I thought that you meant me. Yeah. Think I'm a masochist, I'ma just caption this. Lord, tell me how will I trust a bitch after this? All of this gas got me leaning like activists. See, I'm a hollow and never a pacifist. You never love me, people above me. I bet money right now you thinking of me. Kid is a drug and all, you can't unplug me. Yeah. Said it once, I say it twice as well. If you lost me, then you dumb as hell. Said it once, I say it twice as well. If you lost me, then you dumb as hell. And I said it once, I say it twice as well. Lost me, then you dumb as hell. Said it once, I say it twice as well. If you lost me, then you dumb as hell. Thank you. That song is called Reasons Why.
Spoken word music was albums were all the jive back then.
Ooh.
Bring it back.
Okay.
Okay.
You want
Hey.
me to bring it back?
Think about it.
I think about it. I guess you was here to tell me that for a reason.
Oh
I
yeah.
was here for a reason.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, shout out to Auntie. Shout out to the crowd in the back for giving us some life today, and shout out to JahhThePoet. Thank you
for
so
having me,
much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of this episode of The Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for watching through to the end. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Go ahead and comment your favorite part down below. And if you want to catch up with the rest of the season of The Spotlight or catch some old episodes, there's a playlist with all the episodes from season 2. But until then, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I already begged Yahweh and he hasn't called me home. I fucking tried to do it right and I can't wait to see his throne, even if I have to go around his will and do it on my own. Cause I'm forgiven, right? I'm a romantic and a lover at heart. When you love hard, you fall hard and fall out of love hard, and everything kind of hurts sometimes. I'm such an emotional big baby and it reflects in my poetry. Figure it out. You gotta love yourself more. Get it together. You gotta love yourself more. I know you're lonely, but you gotta love yourself more. And I know you're hurting, but you gotta love yourself more. And I know you're angry, but you gotta love yourself more.
What have those experiences with romance and with love taught you about yourself?
That I need to be more for myself, that I need to love myself more, that I need to give myself more grace. I don't know, I need to stop chasing my mom.
Chasing your mom? What you mean by that?
Man, I keep dating women who are just like my mom. I have mommy issues. And I'm screaming inside myself that right now is not the time, but all I hear in my inner ear is, gotta love yourself more.
I'm Dawn, and that was such a great episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in the future.